Today talk about globalization, internationalization, and international interdependence. This is important concept for the word globalization. We can break down in globalization. Global refers to connect or countries, basically. This concept born in the Middle Age, colonialism, and revolution when Africa, Asia, and Europe changing raw materials and labor. But the modern concept born with the developing technologies in the final of the Second World War. On the other hand, we can have internationalization. We can break down in internationalization refers to connects nations, basically, and this concept was important in the 19th century when developing and open the market. And finally, international interdependence, we can break down in interdependence, the most important basic, and refers to influence and needs in between countries and nations. And this concept was important in the 20th century when create organizations like UN or ONU to avoiding the conflict.
Globalization is the process where communities and various actors connect and exchange elements like economy, culture, and more. In recent years, technology has facilitated this process, enabling countries and people to connect more easily. Some key characteristics of globalization include that the internet has made it possible for information to move rapidly, allowing for instant communication worldwide. Another one is the cultural exchange. Globalization has exposed us to diverse cultures, traditions, music, movies, food, and other things, leading to greater cultural diversity in many cultures. Some examples of globalization in different contexts are, for example, in technology, Facebook connects people globally, providing relevant information about different countries. In economy, the free trade agreements have facilitated economic and global integration. And finally, in cultural, events like the Olympic Games or the World Cup bring people from all the world together, promoting cultural exchange and unity among countries.
Okay, now talking about the concept of internationalization, we know that it's a process in which a company decides to expand their operations outside their national borders, bringing its products or services into the new international market. To achieve success in this process, it's essential that companies adapt their products, services, or marketing strategies to the different legal, economic, and cultural aspects of each country the company wants to internationalize. Adaptation is also known as localization. This is the process in which a company can have better and better relationship with the direct customers, that are the local customers. Also, this process can help that in the future, companies have a better long-term relationship with companies and with customers. Companies opt for different internationalization strategies such as joint ventures, direct investment, and exports. A great example of this is McDonald's. They had to adapt their menu for more than 100 different countries, and nowadays is one of the best companies in the world.
International interdependence in international relations refers to the complex connections and mutual dependencies between states. Globalization has furnished these links, meaning that events in one nation can directly or indirectly impact others, whether economically, politically, socially, or environmentally. This global integration has boosted economic growth by facilitating trade and investment. This worldwide alliance makes economies vulnerable to external shocks and financial crises. It can increase economic inequality as globalization benefits are ensured equally. International assistance is an example of social interdependence. Wealthy countries provide aid to poorer countries to help them develop their economies and improve the standard of living for their citizens.
Through these concepts, we can understand how businesses and countries interact and how they affect us and the world. On one hand, we have internationalization. That principally refers to connections between countries. We tend to relate it with enterprises adapting to new markets, but it is the connections of economic and diplomatic forces between nation-states. On the other hand, we have international interdependence. That refers to the dependence between countries that makes them vulnerable to the consequences of the other's actions. The growing interdependence between nation-states and the global actors is called interconnectedness. Here we arrive to globalization, the process by which the different actors are linked, transformed, and goes through communities and frontiers, all thanks to multiculturalism, communication technology, and increasing interconnectedness of the world. Working with unknown partners is challenging, but we understood the importance of a strong leadership and assigning tasks for everything to be done on time and perfectly. So we understood the importance of working with even unknown people.